Hello everyone, I'm Given Hand.
And I'm Kagado49.
And last time we discovered the killer of Nekamaru was in fact Gundam, and let's see what he has to say for himself. Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox Sandy.
Chew, chew.
Press the button. Truly, it is the skyline limitation art of the demon mouse. Woo-ha-ha-ha-ha! Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved a piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
I was just mentioning Ibuki.
With your friends and their exceptionally smart
Did somebody else die there too?
It must have been possible
I forget. I must have not liked them very much.
to secretly get one of them behind Nekamaru and press the button on the back.
I don't know how I feel about you talking in my voice.
How about
Sorry.
it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without
Is he gonna be talking like this till the end?
Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Not happy about this high encoding crap it's doing. It wasn't doing it before, so...
Oh.
Alright.
We're actually gonna do it.
Good. Let's see. Do the lounge clock alarm. I can't really do that. It's an announcer early in the morning. We'll see Hiko, but I can't really see. I like there's a panel where you just don't have to do anything. Mars' weakness is the button, but we can't see that. Mars' feet. The doorknob. Kill and destroy after leaving the tower, the button. Do that. Fake weapons at the tower, don't have that either. We get it at the lounge. All three of them. Let Nekamaru fall. Because the doorknob came off. The rumbling noise. House and Akame and all the other guys. That screeching noise is kind of horrible. So there's no fake weapon to kill and destroy.
Jeez, I have no idea.
Nekamaru's weakness is the button in the back, which is in the lounge. It's 5. Alright, stock 3. Okay, so you set the alarm. Hamster push the button. Last stock. You left the hammer. What? Oh, wait. Doi. You destroyed the button. Okay, I was getting ahead of myself. You left the hammer over here.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks that
Oh, I just barely finished up in time.
committed the crime.
That's fine.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House Lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final deck. This means
Fabulous.
Yes.
the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Great Tower for a specific reason.
Like, he could just send it like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
The lounge by coincidence witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. But by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Great Tower to participate in that.
I like the sound it makes as he moves.
Because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Great Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back
power of
Nekomaru's
hamsters.
The power of hamsters. I like that.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
I like the two random panels of just like colored
Then,
stripes.
they
Yes.
used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, and wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing
Like
at
Kazuichi's
5:30.
face there.
Actually, 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load
The
than
doorknob also
expected,
probably isn't
the
built to
doorknob
turn,
ended up
because that
breaking.
means it would open.
Yeah.
Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Is there a graceful pose you got
That
there?
someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
I like that pose.
He's just like, yep, that's me.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself! I cannot believe
Ew,
it.
I'll allow that.
I just cannot believe you killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me, do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure vote for Gundam Tanaka!
For Gundam Tanaka 2017.
My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Did it actually do good this time?
I really fucked up towards the middle.
No, I don't think I did.
Got a B2.
Yep, always. I always kept getting A's in the first game, no matter what I did, and for some reason I always get B's here.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong?
Yeah, he's like, I'm so fed up with this shit.
Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Okay.
Christ, there we go.
Alright. Oh! It'd be better if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right. The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru is in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! I said it all without biting my tongue. Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with! Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. Can't finish this until we hear from Gundam. No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, they have no right to stop you others, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to the one who has lost? A loser merely leaves. It would be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what you would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct. You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh? Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Lost and died.
This too.
He was just trying to cling to life. There are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
What do you mean? Explain.
Fine then, I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. I sensed his subtle killing intent and instantly understood he sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
Fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try and kill me.
Huh?
If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would have never known why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
You say so.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I'm not fleeing to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
Wait, are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather...
Oh, that's not me.
I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean you'd rather die? Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up. Giving up on life? That's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools ever heard the term, dog eats dog?
Cannibalism?
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures who at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life instead?
I shall engulf this world.
The world would consider that justice. Then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but blasphemy towards life.
I renounce
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
Are you saying all that to justify what you did?
It sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's what they thought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to do our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But, even so, don't you think it's better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
That belief is why you committed your crime.
Yeah.
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance.
Gundam, don't tell me. You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I cannot believe you would ask such a foolish question! Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster! My cursed existence is feared by all mankind! There is no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools! Not in a million! Not in a billion! Not in 100 Not in 10,000 billion years! In the name of pandemonium! It is impossible! Is that it? Then, let's leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It is about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay! Got it! I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait. This is too much. Please, Monokuma. Please help Gundam.
With Sonia.
Please, I beg of you.
Sonia, an act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam.
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it for Dark Devas of Destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared for Dark Devas of Destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh God.
oh boy, this isn't gonna be pretty. It's gonna be okay. Or maybe it's not, but... Well... Did Gundam kill Mufasa? No. It's kind of awesome. Oh, for a second I thought he actually had red blood. Okay, that's good. I was really afraid that he was going to kill the hamster.
Gundam! No! No!
Even after Gundam is gone, Spirit of its pardon words still linger deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then, what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it! Damn it! I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
Y'all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. The biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it, why am I so weak? Oh, it's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
You are right! This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us.
You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over, we still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that. So, how long are you guys gonna stand there chattering? The class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back to your Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this?
Oh, forever, probably. Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Now. Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hold on a sec. That mood shift is just too damn fast.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then, let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then, let's do our best again.
Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end. Once again, return to Jabberwock Island.
Oh boy.
Size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it's just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yup, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. It's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell I was lying. There's no way that file had Hajime's information. I knew it.
Yeah, obviously.
I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Alright! Monokuma has arrived! Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So, what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me well. It's what I'd like you to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see, so even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time. So, why'd you summon me anyway? We're gonna finally confess your love. I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about this special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total of numbers of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
This file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making. This file contains even information about the traitor. Was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Ooh, I wonder.
Hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information to the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
What's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. That's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
You're getting all
Well,
riled up.
you're splendidly correct when you say, I knew who the traitor was all along! But, even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monomi after losing a magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
That existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through all this awful stuff.
That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
I'm
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too.
Well, I knew you would say that.
Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on.
Smart.
Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core of thinking will never change. You want to create absolute hope that shines brightly. Stepladders such as myself and despair exist.
You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Hey, don't drag me into this.
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
like.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact you're even involved in something like this.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island, that's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become the existence that could even be called ultimate hope.
No way, Waddle.
No way, man. That's my stick.
Ooh, you two are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
see?
Who are you waiting for on this island?
Huh?
Looks like I'm right again. I'm definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey,
Well, answer my question.
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting?
Come on.
Alrighty.
I'm so drained.
5 days left.
I'm so unprofessional, guys. I cry on camera all the time.
It's okay, really.
Or on screen, rather. Yes. It better be okay. I can't help it.
That's really alright.
I saw like a baby the first time, so you were lucky it was like this tame.
Yeah.
7 left.
Yeah.
That's not looking good.
No, because, well, to be fair, if there's gonna be another person, then I think I might still be right about having 6 people left by the end. Well, here's a Hellhound earring.
That's...
But what happened to the hamsters?
Do you want me to tell you? Because I don't know if it's, like, stated in canon or something.
I guess.
Sona takes care of them.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yes, she takes care of them.
Okay.
I don't know if that's stated or if you need to talk to her, like,
Well, that's
for
not
a free
that's
time
not a
event.
spoiler.
No, it's
anyways.
not.
So.
I don't know if she states it here.
I figured that would happen anyways.
Or if that's flavor text
Yeah.
that, like, yeah. But she takes care of them.
Nice. Being released from the funhouse, going back to our living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day began with us gathering at the restaurant.
You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is.
The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before.
Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here than there were at the beginning.
Silly fool.
Oh my.
Huh? Did you hear something?
Hey!
It's Nakamaru! That was Coach Nakamaru's voice!
Huh? What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
I'll beat you
What are you
up.
laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that.
Oh, hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am
More
concerned.
importantly, I am starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant.
Jeez.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru Teru was.
Oh, don't ignore me! I'm trying to talk to you about something important!
Important?
All right.
Death, it took me all night to make!
My.
Is that a Nagumaru doll?
No doll. I'm Mini Maru.
Mini Maru?
It took some part for them to make. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it frickin' adorable?
Oh,
You
Oh!
serious?
it's so cute! Thanks!
I'll keep it.
Well, I'll never thought anything about giving it away.
Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
Oh, whoa, hey now, that's the bully logic! Well, it doesn't matter. I made the gutter tear you guys up anyway. And, as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know? Well, Nakamaru sacrificed for us. We're standing here today because of him. So, if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again,
Engines revving.
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We just can't keep running away.
I gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome.
Yeah, of course.
In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
Miss Sonia, what do you think of my little pep talk?
Oh,
my.
did you say something?
Are you kidding?
What? I was up all night memorizing that speech!
Jeez.
And there's the punchline.
I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Mini Maru.
Duh. I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles with pressure points.
Oh, are you serious? That's amazing!
Of course.
Of course, I made it after all.
Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it.
Kinda looks really happy.
Hey, anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do, unfortunately.
You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time.
But still, I'm pretty worried about how he was acting during the last class trial.
Well, he's always a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know?
Hey.
Then, that's even more a reason we should avoid him.
But even if we do avoid him, what are you guys going to do if he approaches us?
Nagito's sudden change was really weird. I wonder, you figure something out we're not aware of?
Now,
Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about?
Huh? That?
You know, what Nagito said during the trial.
You still don't realize it yet? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
hey,
What did
bastard.
he mean by, except for Hajime?
Are you really the traitor after all? It's not like that. You want to say it, but
guess I have no choice. I'll tell you guys the truth. Unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Ghost Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a reserve corps student from the reserve department.
Reserve department?
It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent. At all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person.
Is that all?
What? That's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that. It's not something I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Ghost Peak Academy because I had a talent all along. But shit. My whole life, I just wanted to feel confident about myself. I thought getting into Ghost Peak Academy meant I'd finally become someone who got to be proud of. Not some fucking backup student.
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department.
She
is right! No matter what, you are our friend! You know, there is a saying in Japan. Fear is grateful for the danger!
Hey,
The hell? You're saying it all wrong. So, everyone was here! It was a real close battle! I'm bleeding!
Sorry.
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Stuff like that's hard to say sometimes.
Huh? That's weird. Maybe you can't see me?
Huh? What the heck? You're covered in blood!
Ah, you saw me? Yes, that's right. Mono Beast this time was very strong.
Gross! Don't get close to me! Get the hell out of here!
No gratitude. I'm used to being treated like filth.
Hey, hey.
Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat. Ah, yes, I'm ashamed of myself.
Wipe.
There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history.
What?
I just find that line to be funny.
Okay.
I finally succeeded in conquering the last Mono Beast.
I'm sorry, that's very funny to me.
Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island.
I see.
What a thin reaction! It's because I'm surrounded by tons of shabu shabu from all you can eat restaurant. Don't tell me this again. You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island. Why bother going to the new island?
Well, it's true that I really don't expect much.
don't
But
misunderstand.
who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously we're gonna go, dumbass.
Huh?
Assuming we were thinking about running away was a mistake. Because if we can't run, we'll fight. I'll crush everyone who puts us through this crap in one blow.
Fight? Seriously? That fearsome group is called Whirlander for a reason, you know?
What are you saying?
Why did you forget what you said earlier?
Hey!
Dumbass, I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
Don't brag about that!
Settle down.
Settle up. If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then you can direct that power toward our enemy.
All right.
Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering.
I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil. Alright, I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to the new island.
The Future Foundation, Monokuma, Monami, I'll crush them all at once!
Even me? You guys seem reliable.
Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know?
You're right.
Leave it to
And
me.
I gotta do my best, too. I forgot I was your friend.
Yeah. So left the restaurant, the expressions on their faces were clearly different than they were before. They filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, I began walking toward the last island. But clouds in my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. And that filled me with a strange uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Small hope in the name of despair.
Here goes.
The Monabe is gone. We crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island.
This place is really cool.
The last island.
Enormous buildings towered everywhere. The entire island was one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi. As though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future.
Guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
Alrighty then. Run straight.
Oh.
Hello. Do you count as? Yeah, okay.
No.
Alright then.
You have 100 more coins than me.
Oh my goodness.
Because of the pig.
Yes.
I was wondering who was lured here by the smell. I expected Akane though, not you.
I wasn't there by the smell or anything.
Anyway,
Looks like the street is full of food vendors, but as you can see, there's no customers or staff.
And I wonder what he's smelling.
Only the food is here.
Oh.
No, it's really bustling with activity, but there's no one here. It's pretty creepy to think about. There's nothing here even. Nothing to investigate.
But there was the Monokuma.
Yeah. Last islands. That looks pleasant.
I really like this area a lot.
Plushie factory. White smoke is billowing from the building in the back. Is it a factory? There's not enough Gumo's face on it. I'm sure it's a shady factory anyway.
Hajime.
Ah, Hajime, good timing.
What's up, Jackie?
See?
This building clearly looks suspicious, right? I was thinking it might be good if I thoroughly look around inside, but
Well,
since it clearly looks suspicious, I thought it'd be dangerous to go alone. So I'll take you.
Then, do you want to go inside together?
Hmm.
I'm surprised she didn't say okay. Why are you hesitating?
Because Hajime's oblivious to love. I don't think there's one.
Halfway there. Alright then. So I guess there's 100 levels. Still unsure. Might be better if I go inside first.
Oh, okay, I know you clicked on her again.
Goods warehouse. I'm gonna go there first.
you...
Hey Hajime, you're the kind of person who waits until the very end to eat their favorite food, aren't you?
Actually, you are.
Well, you can just, you know, shut up.
Well,
I like to eat my favorite foods first.
I'm like her.
So instead of the warehouse, let's try the factory.
I guess you're right.
I eat my favorite food first.
Made mine last.
You do.
Right then. Going inside.
We're just like them. Oh, don't make that face at me.
I won't make that face at you. Hey, don't you be doing that.
I'm playing with your cheeks.
Okay. What the heck is this? It's being manufactured one after the other and being carried away the conveyor belt was... Monokuma. Hello, I see you up there. Don't think I don't. In the corner.
Oh yeah, in the pack there.
Yeah.
Found.
I've been found.
Yes.
I like how entire palm trees are like being mashed into Monokumas.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Well, what do you think about this? He's just blankly staring at the machine. So he's taken aback too. Well, it's obvious, I suppose.
well,
Watching simple machines like this reminds me of games.
Games.
yep.
Like this one game where you put caps on pens, or another game where you try to guess a person's gender, like we do with Part 0.
Yes.
That's fun.
Is that even fun?
This actually reminds me of have you seen oh Christ, what's that movie called? Like the Tangerine Bear or something?
No.
Okay, there's a something. It's a bear. It's a movie about a teddy bear, and he was made incorrectly. He had a frown instead of a smile, and they made a
vaguely
video
sounds
game
familiar.
based off of that, where you
Okay.
would build the bears or something. And I used to play that all the time as a child. And I tried to find the website again, and I think they took it down. So I was very sad about that.
No, I see. The conveyor belt is endlessly moving through this enormous machine. Coconut tree carried by the conveyor belt is processed and eventually made into this stupid thing. Can I have one? Monokumas are being tossed into this gigantic basket,
You're level,
one after the
you're level
other.
50? Oh, because of the pig, it gave you like things.
They better not be real. I picked up one with my hands. Let me see, so... These are plushies?
Monokuma plushies. Ah, the real Monokuma is sort of like a plushie too. But unlike him, these are probably actual plushies.
Harumph! Isn't the resemblance uncanny? They're my life-size plushies! Life-size plushies? Ooh, I was planning to hit the big time with these. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm making them like crazy! Ha ha ha! I'm gonna be rich!
But you've made way too many. You're gonna be overstocked when all is said and done.
Monokuma's life-size plushie.
I won't lie, I kinda want one.
So, I don't want it.
No, don't lie to yourself.
I see. So this place is for manufacturing life-size Monokuma plushies.
What kind of messed up place is this? Don't look down on me! Do you really think it's just for life-size plushies? Ooh, there's a lot more Monokuma merch in the goods warehouse next door!
What should we do?
Honestly, I really don't feel like going.
What if there's some kind of important clue? What are you gonna do?
You're right, then we should go there just for a little while.
Let's go to the other door in the back. Another door. There's another. Yeah, that one.
Break room. You said break room is on the other side of this door. Sounds like a place for housewives to gossip, but it doesn't seem like anyone's in the factory.
Oh, okay, I thought it would let you go inside.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably going to be an important location. At least a relevant one. Generally, areas you can't explore during this are going to be important later.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, what the hell was up with that castle? Because we weren't able to go there. I'm thinking, I peeked inside the pile up stacks of cardboard boxes. Russell. It's a Monokuma calendar, Monokuma sandbag, and even a Monokuma guitar. First it was a Monokuma archive in a funhouse, and now there's a plushie factory.
Monokuma
all
archive
these
was
goods.
the greatest area, though.
How full of himself is he?
Very.
Mascot popularity doesn't last forever. Gotta earn the big bucks while I can. Mascot isn't popular anymore. It's like a piece of crap. You can. Wow. Alright. When ad-libbing goes to the extreme! A mascot that isn't popular anymore is like a piece of candy without any sugar! In other words, there's no reason for existing! He's starting to talk even crazier.
It's like I can just tell from the ambiance that there are no important clues here.
Well, at least we confirmed that.
See if there's any Monokumas anywhere. I don't think so.
A bunch of cardboard boxes stacked on top of each other. There are various goods inside them. There are even household appliances and musical instruments. They use for packaging before they're shipped. Looks like they're waiting to be shipped, but I don't think these are ever going to leave this island. This looks like a Monokuma panel, but there's so many. I was thinking about using these to decorate the stores that sell my merch and make them look all like BOOM! Then they'd stand out, you know?
What, like the guy at the Radio Shack?
Yes. Never forget about that.
Do you want to talk about that?
No, never. No, okay, basically we, one point...
There's a Radio Shack at my local mall, and yes, there's still a Radio Shack around where I live, and, there's, like, this standee of this guy, and he looked, like, so realistic that when we were walking by, we both thought he was a real person, so we turned and saw it was just a standee, and we doubled over laughing outside that store for, like, 10 minutes.
That was the greatest thing.
It was amazing.
Anyways, no store would sell your stuff. Of course not! You're such a fool! That's why I'll open up an official Monokuma shop! I'm thinking about opening chains all over the world!
Dude, I'd visit that in a heartbeat.
Of course, the main attraction will be my life-size Monokuma plushie! I can't believe you thought that far into the future when you made these. Your business is doomed to fail.
Enough already! You have no business sense anyway, so just stop it!
No.
Hey, don't say that! Let's do our best together! We'll be as popular as Pogs were in the 90s!
Don't you remember how long those stayed popular? Besides, if you're serious about opening a business, you've already committed a major mistake! Because there's no merch of me!
Oh, mon ami, my little sister. Don't you know about the Aesop's fable about the rabbit and the bear?
Not a tortoise?
A long time ago, there were these two old guys.
Two old guys living together?
Yeah, they were gay or something, I don't know. The old guys thought, rabbits aren't as popular as bears. The end.
Did you even need the old guys in that story?
In other
well.
So, even if I made merch of you, it's pointless. A half-baked rabbit is so lame, they didn't even have an ounce of good fashion sense.
You did this to me. You're the one who has no fashion sense.
I've absorbed the powers of Nekomaru and I'm gonna beat your ass!
What a hopeless way of snapping back.
But honestly, I can't help feel like I've made too many JoJo references. So, whoever wants to decorate a room, please do it as much as you like. Come on, what are you waiting for?
Hajime, let's run.
You're right.
He's going to use his stand on us and freeze time.
Yes. We ran out of the warehouse, narrowly avoiding Monaco's plan for inventory disposal. I like when Monaco just becomes a petty villain.
Yes.
It's like you just got tired.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
That's Brandon. I don't know what he meant by that.
There are never any hints in obviously suspicious places. Anyone who obviously looks suspicious isn't the killer.
Yep.
That's usually the norm.
Yeah, that is kind of right. Oh wait, what did I do?
I think we went outside.
Oh, okay, I did go outside. Alrighty.
Are you gonna do that aura thing to me?
Yes, 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 yes! Alright, the military base with Jabberwock Army. Let me guess, Kazuichi?
Yeah, because he wants to fuck the tanks.
No. No, he's surprisingly not here, I think.
Oh, okay.
That thing over there. Is that a
At
tank?
the very least, disassemble them.
Is
and
it
then fuck
real?
the parts.
Not just that, there's a lot of other stuff here that looks really dangerous.
Ooh, I found him.
Yep, me too.
I knew you could do it.
Woohoo! 300 coins.
465 coins! Right, Sonia, what do you say?
This appears to be a military base.
Is that so?
Despite the fact that this island is quite small, the military technology seems rather extensive. This might prove useful when it comes time to combat the Future Foundation.
Useful. There's no way we'll be able to operate stuff like tanks and heavy weapons.
Huh? Really? In my country, even a child in grade school can operate a tank, no problemo!
No problemo.
A course in modern warfare is a required class in all of our grade schools.
An obsession with anime and now this? Sonia's country never ceases to baffle me.
However, weapons are only weapons when humans start to use them. If no one uses them, they are nothing more than scrap metal.
You're right. Fortunately, this stuff in the base probably won't be useful to us.
No, that is wrong.
Huh?
Well, I have discovered a puzzling document in the tank operator's seat.
Is that the Future Foundation's insignia? Jabberwock Island Development Plan. What is this?
I assume it belongs to Monokuma, and it was placed rather ostentatiously. I do not know how much we can trust it. Do you think it could be a useful clue?
Monokuma probably did leave it. Like you said, it's hard to know how much we can trust it. So what does it say?
Beyond what is written here, I do not know much. But it does document Jabberwock Island's redevelopment plan at considerable length.
What is that plan?
To place Jabberwock Island under the Future Foundation's control and prepare it as a central headquarters.
Central headquarters for the Future Foundation? I thought Jabberwock Island was a tourist destination. Why would the Future Foundation be interested in it?
In actuality, there was something written in here that caught my attention. The travel agency that manages Jabberwock Island went bankrupt, so the island was inhabited for a long time. Because of that, the island was unaffected by the incident, which allowed them to easily gain a foothold.
Wait, hold on. It's based on the for a long time? If that's true, then the maintenance here has been way too intensive. Then with the supermarket is already stocked and the hotel's still really clean. Could that be the Future Foundation's responsibility? More importantly, what's the incident? What does it mean that the island is unaffected by it?
I cannot discern that from this passage alone. Simply reading this will not help me grasp what those words means.
What those words means?
Yes.
However, there is one more thing that caught my attention.
There's more?
Do you remember the guidebook to Jabberwock Island in the library? It was written there that the central island houses a large administrative building. However, we could not find that building anywhere. We have even commented on how strange that was, yes? But according to this plan, the building that the Future Foundation is planning to use for their headquarters...
Could it be that same building?
They are planning to rebuild it and use it as the Future Foundation's headquarters, or so it is written.
What the heck? It's so inconsistent. How do you rebuild a building that doesn't even exist? Damn it, what the hell is going on?
We were so distracted by all of the horrible situations that kept happening, one after another, we may have overlooked a more pressing issue.
And that is the mystery of this island? But what's really going on? The mystery doesn't make any sense. No matter what you think about it, there's no reason behind it. So let me see if I can investigate. What's the helicopter? This helicopter! It's the helicopter that Monokuma used to execute Terror Terror? This helicopter. Don't screw with me! Ow.
Hajime, what happened?
It's nothing. I'm fine. Couldn't help with punching it, but I just ended up hurting my fist. Damn, I'm so weak. God, I could probably dent that thing pretty bad.
Oh, I did talk to Akane.
Oh, we'll go and just look at everything else.
Hold on.
Not the tank, right? Okay. I'll look at the tank already. Truck. It's a military truck. There's something in the cargo box. Firearms! There's a ton of them! All different weapons like guns, anti-tank, rockets, carelessly stacked in here. You want to handle these carelessly? About the time we crashed into the truck. It's a military truck. How the airplane in the first island looks like it actually has an engine inside. I don't even know how to drive. And besides, I don't think I can escape this island by driving off of it.
Man, this place is boring.
Boring? What are you talking about? There's a tank here.
Huh? I like strong dudes. Weapons don't excite me at all.
A real man fights with his fists!
And that goes for women too. You want to battle a little? If you win, you can rest up. You can rest on my boob pillows.
No thanks. Ooh, pillows.
They do look very comfy.
Anyways, with that comment behind us,
I'm kidding.
we're gonna thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you guys all next time when we're gonna finish up exploring the 5th island, and see what we do from there. So for now, I'm gonna say goodbye.
Bye.